Chelsea Glitter and the Graveyard on the Hill, Chapter 1, Last Thoughts 1, Happy Birthday, Bedtime. 7 days ago. In the old days, I might have said, to whom it may concern, but, of course, death is not something that may concern you. It probably does concern you, of that I am reasonably certain. Not something to cry about, although it is oftentimes beneficial for a person to cry, until you laugh again, of course. You ha ha. On a more serious note, one day you will die, my friend. You know this, of course, but you do not think about it much now, do you? When it happens, that is, after your last breath, after you kick the bucket, die, you will meet me or one of my colleagues. See? Why people do not want to see us is beyond me. Is it my black cloak and hood, my scythe? Perhaps it is the raven on my shoulder or my eye patch. My scythe comes in handy as a weapon against our enemies, but more about that, maybe later. Yes, you heard correctly. The name is Leaper, Graham Leaper. Many recently departed souls, and those about to brush with death and me, are so shocked they mispronounce my name. Rock, wah, said the raven on the black-cloaked old man's shoulder. Oh, thank you, Miss Eugen. My friend, please excuse us. Miss Eugen and I must get going towards an accident scene, or rather, one that is about to happen. It is said that just before death, your life flashes before your eyes. In truth, your life does flash before you, whether you die or survive. All it takes is a life-threatening situation. People remember their lives differently. One person may recall mostly people, such as grandchildren bubbling over when you arrive with your legendary chocolate chip cookies. Another might remember important life events, like one's daughter's 5th birthday party. Some remember everyday experiences, like Saturday breakfast conversation and a cup of tea in bed. Others recall extreme activities like high-speed motorcycling through the city centre. Every person is unique, also in their last moments. As their car flipped at high speed on the highway, the engine screaming, belly up in mid-air, it is surprising that 2 members of the Glitter family, 13-year-old Chelsea and her father Thomas, would recall the same evening almost 8 years before. 8 years ago. Daddy Thomas Glitter? Chelsea hugged her toy owl, so its eyes popped. A kitten purred on the bed between her and the wall. Birthday girl? Thomas closed the door, the hallway light catching its edges, blending with the amber glow of Chelsea's bedside lamp. Why did we plant a baby tree on top of Dogberry? She frowned, with an index finger on her lips. Thomas feathered blonde curls from her forehead. It's a baby lemon tree, Chelsea, love. Every time we pick a lemon or smell the blossoms as I swing you in the ash tree, we'll remember our favorite dog in the whole wide world. Mrs. Owl and Mr. Whiskers will come with. A kitten and a wise owl. Do you like your presents? I love them, but I hate the Grim Reaper. The Angel of Death? Nuh-uh, the Grim Reaper. Tyrant said the Grim Reaper turned Dogberry into a hot dog. The girl's voice quivered. And he's going to eat Dogberry underground. Tyrant, the boy from school? Uh-huh. Tyrant's talking nonsense, Chelsea Bun. Thomas rubbed her back. The Grim Reaper is a nasty old man, and Tyrant's a freak face. Thomas's mind was racing. And Dogberry? Dogberry is the best dog ever. I love her to the moon and to the sun. She loved you too. Boop. He touched her button nose. Do you know why? Because she loves everybody, Daddy. The girl again squeezed Mrs. Owl to bursting point. That too. Thomas planted a kiss on her forehead, closed his eyes and breathed her in. Skin cream bubble bath and Chelsea. Tra-la-la! Our Chelsea love turned 5 today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The girl tapped each finger on her left hand with her right index finger, then peered through them at her father. Daddy, will you take away the tree tomorrow so I can play with Dogberry? Ah, my love, Dogberry's asleep forever. But what's Dogberry going to do down there when she wakes up after forever? She's not going to wake up again, my love. She's going to turn to soil, the best food for our lemon tree, so it can make the juiciest. I hate the lemon tree. Chelsea folded her arms. Why? It's going to eat Dogberry. Her lip quivered with tears welling up. Oh, Dogberry told me to tell you a secret. A secret? Yes, she said what's happening to her is a miracle. A miracle? Yes, the miracle of life. Will Dogberry turn into a unicorn? The girl gave the owl an eye-popping hug. That would be the best miracle. Don't know, Thomas smiled. Softly, love. Mrs. Owl's a bird, remember? Will the lemons taste like Dogberry? She tasted yucky when I licked her. It'll taste like the best lemons. Lemons taste like... Chelsea stuck out her tongue and pulled her face. What about lemonade and lemon meringue? Thomas countered. I love the lemonade at my party. I look forward to your leftover chocolate cupcakes. I'm going to have 5 cupcakes for breakfast. 1 cupcake, she said, appearing in the bedroom doorway, light spilling in behind her as she raised an index finger. After school tomorrow, Chelsea Glitter. Chelsea compared an index finger to 5, a salt travelling across her face, driven away by a yawn. Hello, Mommy Audrey Glitter. Hand before mouth, sleepy hippo. You can have 2 cupcakes, Mommy. 1 for you and 1 for the baby. Hee hee. Audrey put her hand on her slight bulge. Welcome home, Mrs. Glitter, Thomas crooned. Nighty-night, birthday girl. Audrey kissed Chelsea's cheek. Good night, Audrey, Mommy. The girl grabbed her mother's neck, counting between kisses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cupcakes. Mwah! Still only 1, Audrey smiled. See you in the morning. You'll be 5 years and 1 day old. The woman squeezed her husband's shoulder and he kissed her cheek. Mommy? Yes, Chelsea? We shouldn't give cupcakes to Dogberry because chocolate's not good for dogs. They can die from it and then they feel kind of bad. Okay, my love. Sleep tight. Audrey blew a kiss, received one in return, and closed the door behind her. Daddy Thomas, how can Dogberry breathe under the lemon tree? She's not breathing anymore, Chelsea. When we die, we stop. The girl's jaw dropped. Will I have to stop breathing when I die? Yes, that's what happens to all of us, Munchkin. But I can't hold my breath for very long. She sucked in air, puffed her cheeks, held her breath for 4 seconds, and exhaled with a whoosh. Oh, don't worry. You're not going to die for a very long... Will I live forever and ever? Chelsea locked eyes with her father. Thomas looked down and said, yes, no, I don't know. Oh. He switched off the bedside lamp, gently squeezed Chelsea's hand, and started for the door. Daddy? Yes, Your Majesty. When I die, I want you to plant a strawberry tree on top of me, okay? Oh, right. Strawberry tree, I'll remember. Right next to Dogberry. Yes. Noted. Thomas promise? Thomas promise. Sleep tight. Love you, Daddy, Thomas Glitter. Here's a cheesecake kiss for you. She blew the kiss and yawned as widely as the gate to dreamland. Thomas caught the kiss, blew one back into the dark, and closed the door. Daddy! His curly silhouette popped back through the lit door frame. Tomorrow night, I want a story of a girl who gets new dogs to play with Mr. Whiskers and Mrs. Owl. Okay, but it'll be a story of a girl who gets 1 new dog. Mommy said 2. Small dogs that can run very fast and catch a ball like Dogberry. See you and Mrs. Owl in dreamland. Adieu, my sweetheart, chimed Thomas. And Mr. Whiskers, Chelsea added. A last round of kiss-blowing tennis followed before the birthday girl and her kitten caught a flight to dreamland on the back of Mrs. Owl. Thomas made 2 cups of tea for his and Audrey's celebration of their daughter's 5th birthday in the land of the living, with cupcakes, and to talk about names for their new baby. And that's the end of chapter 1. Feel free to download the free preview below, and I look forward to sharing chapter 2 with you. Greetings from the graveyard on the hill, and remember, make the most of your day.